Hi everyone, my name is Danya Miller and my major is in marriage and family studies. And today I will be talking a little bit about my internship that I just recently finished up. So I want to start off by talking a little bit of how I found my internship. I remember going to BYUI's website and finding a spreadsheet with different internships in different states. And I found a few in my area, which is North Carolina, and I was able to email them all of the information, such as my resume, references, a little bit about myself and what my internship required, how many hours, and so on, and the dates that I was looking for. And the emails came back as not being able to be delivered. So it wasn't very helpful. I think that list was kind of outdated. So, where I found mine was actually on Facebook. I decided to see if my major had a page, and it did. And I saw how the Dibble Institute was talked about on there and how people had great experiences. So, I was able to email them, and they said they had a spot available in the fall. This was back in January. Um, and I was able to submit my internship request and I had to wait. It didn't take too long for it to get approved. I think it took a few days. And I was also able to speak to teachers and other students. I think this would be more helpful if you live, say, in Rexburg, and I know that there's a lot of internships there that teachers and maybe other students would be more aware of. And so, yeah, I was able to get my position at the Dibble Institute as a research assistant, and it was online because they're based out of California. And so, the one important tip I would give you is to give yourself plenty of time. I had searched for my internship back in January, like I said earlier, and I wanted to do it in the summer, and they actually didn't have a spot open until the winter. And I was like, if you by chance have someone drop out in the fall, could you send me an email and let me know so I can take that spot in the fall? And so thankfully I was able to get in the fall, but I could see it being out for semesters, and that would kind of put just delay your graduation a few semesters. So give yourself plenty of time to find your internship. So, some of the responsibilities in my internship were to proofread PowerPoints. They had different lessons. I think it was about 12 lessons of an old lesson plan and a new lesson plan. And so I was able to make sure that the handouts matched the new lesson plan for the students and the instructors. I was able to organize and gather contacts. This was a large portion of my internship. Was a spreadsheet that was gathering information of all the districts in all of the states, for principals and their phone number and their email. So it was easily available to find that information if they needed it. I was able to double check answer keys, find visual content for PowerPoints, organize citations into Word docs, and I also had a cool assignment where I was able to find content ideas for Instagram. They call them bites, thoughts, and challenges. And that was a pretty cool assignment. I enjoyed doing that. I was able to read through their website, Mind Matters, and come up with different challenges and thoughts. And the bites were kind of different thoughts that kind of, just picked people's brains. So it was pretty cool. So, what I was able to contribute to the Dibble Institute was organization, revisions. Like I said, I was dependable. I was very dependable. We would only communicate via email, so I would have to kind of be aware of my phone at all times in case she had an assignment that needed to be done fairly quick. And I was efficient at that, and I was also very motivated by their mission and their vision. Their mission that you can find on their website says, empowering teens and young adults with knowledge and evidence-based skills to successfully navigate their intimate relationships. And I just think that is so powerful because giving that knowledge to teens and young adults can completely change their whole life. Um, Many people don't come from, homes that have a father and a mother and, have all of the basic necessities. Many people come from broken homes who may not know what a healthy family relationship looks like. So empowering them with that knowledge is key. And their vision it says, we strive for a world where more young people are making healthy relationship choices and more children are being raised in safe, stable, and nurturing families. And honestly, I can't think of anything better. That is what I strive to be for my children. And so empowering people with that knowledge is just absolutely beautiful to me and life changing. How I benefited personally from my internship, I would say that it improved my time management. I was able to have different tasks that I was working on, and I had deadlines that I had to meet, and so it definitely improved my time management. I had a better understanding of program structure, for the education services that they provided. Basically, it was a curriculum that they go through with, from elementary school to high school age students. There's also material that you can purchase from their website. I learned how nonprofit organizations work. That was something that always interested me, and I never knew how it worked, how they were funded and stuff. And obviously, I learned a lot more about teen relationships from their material as I was able to edit documents and do the things. I was able to read through all of that material. An important connection between my coursework and what I experienced during my internship, it reminded me very much of my practicum. I had participants that I taught, and I could see how a lot of this information would have been so beneficial for them and for their children. And obviously, the things that I've learned throughout my school career, were very helpful during my practicum. And I could just see a lot of correlation between the two. That was pretty cool to witness. Would I recommend this experience to others? I definitely would. I would say that it was very flexible. I have twins at home that kept me very busy, and so I was able to do it during their nap or when they went down. And I thought it was just very interesting to learn all of the things that they provide, and I definitely learned a lot. And so if you want to gain similar experience, you can contact Tasia at tasia@dibbleinstitute.org. She gets back to you pretty quick. And like I said, you're able to, in the future, just make sure that you're giving yourself enough time. Like I said, because it's really important to not delay your graduation, because you weren't on top of it. And so thankfully she was able to hold my spot because, one had opened up, and she was just very easy to work with. She explained very thoroughly my tasks, and if I needed further clarification, she was always happy to help. So I definitely recommend the Dibble Institute to anybody. I think it was a really cool experience. So thank you for taking the time to listen, and yeah, have a good day. Thanks.